Well, this letter is for ECKARDS letter on YouTube. This is from Weaver John C. from Rosamond, California. What's going on, dude? I've been trying to, over the past couple of years, because of the COVID lockdown, keeping up with what's going on these days, and I tell you, half the time I feel like I am Rip Van Winkle. The games have gotten a hell of a lot more sophisticated than this old fart of 56 have been trying to figure out. And yes, I've been as young as Atari Pong when it came out. That shows you my age right there. I had survived the standalone video games. I never played the console games because I couldn't afford those. These days, maybe a couple of DVDs if I'm lucky enough, or a couple of laptops are still aged, old, and decrepit, just like yours truly here. But what I've seen over the past few years on YouTube regarding people's playing of Halo left and right, I've been trying to keep track mostly of the storylines. Now, granted, I understand that Halo does have a significant book series for about, 10, 20 years? It's a lot of novels to read through. Well, with information I did gather. And yes, this video would be a critique concerning about the series versus the game, as much as I understand it. That going through the cutscenes to understand the backstory, and also seeing how the gameplay was. I was trying to see how that was being applied towards Paramount's version of Halo. Yeah, you noticed a little confused look in my face at this point of here concerning about it because there was one time I remember in one of the cutscenes, I think either in number 3 or number 4 of Halo, I think it had to do with number 3, where he is getting his armor removed. And you had only seen part of his face. And then, let's see, Halo 4 is when he was turning into Super Soldier from John into Master Chief. And we've seen the evolution of him. So imagine me seeing a different character's face, actually a different actor's face, actually being revealed to the public for the first time. And I'm asking myself, did the writers actually understood what they were creating, or did they all fell out and bumped their head at the same time? Because it seems like maybe they lost a few edges here. Master Chief would not go off program unless he had to. Normally he had Cortana, and I understand this is before they got the Cortana program operating. So Chief is now operating on his own and scaring the living crap out of the entire command structure. And in all of watching the cutscenes, as much as information I could try gathering, the Master Chief would never do that. Again, how many of the writers bumped their head at the same time in the same location? Probably in the same portion of their noggin that has the creativity juices flowing out of that swishy organ they call a brain. And yes, this may be a little bit of an unusual critique coming from an old fart. I haven't been experienced as the 20 and 30-year-olds with the PlayStations or the Xboxes out there. Only because I've been dealing with life on life's terms, such as, You work your butt off, you pay your bills, you caregive, and that's it. And if I was lucky enough, I'd be playing Star Trek Armada, Armada 2, Elite Force 1 and 2. And I'd also did Star Wars Battlefront, the original, and Battlefront 2, the original. By the way, did you know, and you probably already did, that for the older PC versions of Battlefront 2, there are cheats for this game. There are cheats for the Elite Force. There are cheats for the Armada series as well. I was a lot better gamer when I was a young kid at the standalone coin ops than I was on platforms. That's why I don't play with you folks. I don't play well with others. But I wanted to give my 2 cents concerning about the series. It seems to start off okay for another cutscene movie of sorts. However, we're just only at episode 1 and more is yet to be revealed for the both of us. My hands are not as fast as nimble as you 20 and 30-year-olds are. They used to be a long time ago. Not anymore. That's why I usually play alone by myself with the cheat codes, because at least I know I got a chance to survive. But I have a good chance of losing the game too. So it kind of even things out a bit. But I thought I'd give you my little critique here. Till then, I'll see you on the tube one of these here days. And if you happen to hear someone caterwauling concerning about dealing with their own psychological things going out of control, that might be me. You'll never know.